Yo, yo! Good morning, champions. It's Marquise Money Mike Williams, founding member and executive senior director here at JMG Net Worth, coming at you with a beautiful freedom training on this beautiful Saturday morning. Now, that's probably a little bit frigid, even down here in Atlanta, but we are about to get hot with some information that's going to help you start your 2017 off in the right way. Now, we believe in doing all things in excellence, so we're going to go ahead and get started. You know, if you're on the webinar with us, the live stream or the hangout, whatever you want to call it, if you're on your computer or your tablet, go ahead and show me some love down in the comments. Y'all act like y'all want to be all shy. Every week I say, give me some love in the comments. You don't give me no love in the comments. So we need some love in the comments. We need to get things busy. I'm so excited. I'm bumping into the whiteboard and everything like that. You know, as usual, I'm going to hit you over the head with some nuggets. I'm going to give you some things that'll help you improve you. Some things that'll help you take the steps that you need to become more successful, not only in your JMG Net Worth business, but in your life, you guys. So let's get this thing started. You know, it's been a phenomenal December so far, and I've been hearing so many people, and I'm hearing the fear because of Trump is in office. I'm hearing the despair, and man, I just spent another year doing the same thing, getting the same or less results, and I need to do things differently. You know, 2017 is gonna be the year for me. You know, and you hear that year in and year out, and you hear people making the same assertions, and it's important for you to realize that where you are right now in your life, especially if you're dissatisfied, where you are in your life right now is an accumulation. It's a collection of the decisions that you've made along the way. Right? It's a accumulation of the decisions that you made along the way. So if you're not satisfied with where you are right now in your life, somewhere along the way, you've made some inappropriate or some wrong decisions. You took the wrong fork in the road, and it got you to where you are right now. And some of you, you're in West Bubble, and you're just like, man, I don't know where I'm at. My phone ain't getting no signal. My GPS ain't working. I don't know what to do. You out in La La Land. Some others, you know where you're at, but you're just like, I don't know the right route. I don't know how to get back to where I really want to be. And that's why we're here. You see, if you knew how to be a millionaire, if you knew how to be wealthy, if you knew how to be where you wanted to be, then you'd already be there. That's why you're on this team. Some of you are already wealthy. Some of you are affluent, and you recognize that you've made some right decisions, but you see the power in helping other people make those same decisions, helping other people find their way, helping other people get back to where they want to be, and creating leverage to do that. And I applaud you for having that vision and wanting to be a servant to help other people. But I want people to stop having this pride and ego and thinking that they can do it themselves. You know, some people, I see you on Facebook and you know, you're a part of the team and you're not really doing what you need to do to be successful in this business, but you're promoting other things on your site. You're promoting, you know, illegal Ponzi schemes and gifting programs. And I'll just be honest, I'm not talking to anybody directly because I had a conversation with somebody this morning. My goal anytime I speak to you is not to shoot you with arrows. That's not my goal. But my goal is to make you aware. My goal is to tell you what you need to hear to get to where you told me you wanted to be. My goal is not to coddle you. My goal is not to make you give you the warm and fuzzies all the time. My goal is not to be your friend. I'm super excited. We develop a friendship, you know, and that's phenomenal. But that's not my priority. See, a true mentor will sacrifice your friendship for your success. I'll say that again. A true mentor will sacrifice your friendship for your success, while some friends will sacrifice your success for your friendship. So they'd rather you not get ahead in life, but keep your friendship. Like, yeah, we're cool. We're both broke, but we're cool. While you dreaming and you got aspirations and things that you want to do, but this person's holding you back because they selfish. They want to make sure that they maintain the friendship. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to maintain the friendship. Let me be clear. But if you're holding somebody back from accomplishing their goals and their dreams, it's not about maintaining the friendship. It's about making sure that they get to where they want to be. And making sure you get to where you want to be first starts with helping you change the way that you think. Because when you change the way that you think, then you change the way that you act. And when you change the way that you act, you change the decisions that you make. Remember, life is an accumulation of the decisions that you made. And when you begin to change the decisions that you make, you change the results that you get. So that's why training is so important. That's why the difference between amateurs and professionals is training. I'm not going to keep you all day for training today. Why? Because we got a whole archive of trainings. Last week's training will play after this week's training. The week before that will play after that week's training. If you want to look through the training archive, there's a little bitty button, up in the top right-hand corner that you click it, it'll drop down and it'll show you the whole training playlist going back to maybe 2-3 years. Now, don't go too far back because, the business has evolved. The training has been updated. Things have grown. So I don't want you to spend all your time in the library and not all the, not time in the field implementing. But let's get into this training, you guys. I really want to hit you with a few nuggets really quick and make it really known. We've always said success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3, right? Success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3. I want you to remember that. I want that to be embedded in your mind, embedded in your heart. See, I'm going to give you some pillars for success. I want to give you some pillars for success. And pillars are kind of like a table, you guys. You got legs to a table. You got legs to a table. What happens if what am I talking? What happens if one of the legs breaks or falls off? Table tilts, right? It's not balanced anymore. It's not doing what it's meant to do, which is provide balance for you to eat or provide balance for you to write or do your work. And that's the problem. Some of you are missing some of these legs. So what are these legs or what are these pillars? Well, the first one is a decision. That's why success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3. The first thing you must do is you must make a decision that you want something more out of life, and more importantly, you're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. You want something more out of life, but more importantly, you're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. We got a lot of dreamers in society. A lot of people dream, oh, I see that car, I want that car. Oh, I see that house, I want that house. Oh, I see those people on reality TV, I want that life. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. Everybody wants to be wealthy. Everybody wants to be successful. But when you ask that second part, which is the most important, are you willing to do the work? That's where people break down. Why? Because they don't know how to do the work. That's why they need the guidance of the Focus Freedom Movement. That's why they need the guidance of the system that we provide with JMG Net Worth. But the key is you have to be willing to be teachable and coachable. The key is you have to be willing to listen. See, the Creator will put the right people in your life to bring you knowledge and wisdom. But you have to be smart enough to step up out the way and listen. That's why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. Everybody wants to get defensive. Everybody wants to get in their feelings and feel some type of way. Say, ain't nobody your boss. Ain't nobody your daddy. This is a volunteer army. But if you pay any attention to military structure, if you look at the military on the outside and looking in, when we look at the movies and we see the drill sergeant. We see the drill sergeant getting in people's butt. The drill sergeant commanding people and telling people what to do. On the outside looking in, people who have no military experience, they just feel like the military or the drill sergeant is an asshole. They just feel like the drill sergeant is somebody who's unnecessary. But what you don't understand and what you don't realize is that when you go into the military, each and every moment is a life-changing, a life-threatening situation. So the training, the muscle memory, the things that you learn in boot camp, the things that you learn from discipline from your drill sergeant are the things that potentially can change and save your life. So some of the people, when they slacked off, when they unfortunately, I just imagine these things. Obviously, I don't know this, but when they unfortunately God forbid, when they die, let's just keep it 100. When they die, some of them are on the way to heaven saying, dang, I wish I listened to the drill sergeant. Dang, I wish I didn't slack off during those drills because that one little bit extra would have got me away from the enemy. That one little bit extra would have helped me. Now, obviously, there's unforeseen circumstances. Some of the best people in boot camp still end up perishing. But I wanted to give you the analogy that when your sponsor, your upline, is telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, get up out your feelings. As long as they're respectful and treat you with love, because that's one thing I always teach. You're not nobody's daddy. You're not nobody's boss. You can't tell them what to do, but you can give them the guidance. You can give them the knowledge and wisdom. You can tell them the path to success and allow them to make the decision to follow it. It's like Morpheus when he gave the red pill or the blue pill. It's like, it's your decision. I'm not here to baby anybody. You guys, I've made the decision that we're really about to do this thing and do this thing serious in 2017. And people have to make the decision to either lead, follow, or get the hell up out the way. Now, I've said that in the past and people got in their feelings and quit. And I felt some type of way, but after a while, God put it in my spirit. Hey, you can't worry about people who are going to quit because they're going to quit anyway. They're quitters. Yeah, I said it. They're quitters. If your sponsor, your upline, or something somebody else says can make you quit your vehicle and your opportunity to reach your goals and reach your dreams, then you're a quitter. You're not a finisher. And a lot of people are going to start, but not everybody is going to finish. Why? Because they made the decision that they wanted something more out of life, but they never made the decision that they're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. What's the work, Marquise? Constant communication with your sponsor upline. Communication. Learning the trade. Learning the skills. What's the decision? Marquise willing to do the work. Constantly plugging in to the conference calls, constantly plugging into the training, constantly developing you, personal growth and development, not making any excuses. One thing I learned is successful people will find a way. Unsuccessful people will make an excuse. What's an excuse? Anything that keeps you from finding a way. It doesn't matter. It can be legitimate. Legitimate excuses keep us broke. I got 2 jobs. I got kids. I got to do this. I got to do that. Great. I got to do that stuff too. I got 3 kids. I got a wife. I got extracurricular activities for me and them. I'm busy too. But I still find a way. Why? Because I made a decision that I want something more out of life. And more importantly, I'm willing to do the work that it takes to get it. So what's the second leg? Well, the second leg is your reasons. We talked about the 20 reasons sheet. I gave the 20 reasons sheet out last week. I sent it out even before last week, before I went on my trip. I said, hey, do the 20 reasons sheet. Drop it in the mail. Well, can I just email it to you? Can I just do it and fax it to you? No. The system is in place for a reason. I want you to drop it in the snail mail. I want you to handwrite it and drop it in the mail. You got to understand. The system is in place for a reason. And when you want to come in and you want it to be convenient for you, when you want to come in and you want to do things your way, that's not being teachable and coachable. That's not willing to do the work that it takes to get it. When the person who's made $1 million gives you the blueprint and the plan, why do you want to follow your plan when you ain't never made $1 million? When you ain't never been successful in this business? Some of you haven't been successful in anything, but you have to, again, step up out the way and listen, you guys. So if you haven't done your 20 questions, the link is below. Click on the link below this video. Download it. Print it out. Fill out your 20 reasons. Some of you are busy. What I suggest is do it while you're at work. Do it where you're on the toilet. Do it while you're on the road. And what I mean is you break out your phone and you start recording your 20 reasons while you're working. Instead of jamming the V103 or whatever your radio station is, Camo J, instead of listening to your gospel music, which I love gospel music, I love getting my spirit right. Successful people find a way. Record those onto your phone. And then it's easy to transcribe them because you already got them. Start dreaming. Start thinking about the things that you want. Some are going to be little. Some are going to be big. They're your 20 reasons. But you got to get them done because why? It's a part of the pillar. Because if you don't know why, then the how doesn't matter because you're not going to do the work that it takes to accomplish and do the how. All right? All right? So you made the decision. You got the reasons, right? The next thing is belief, right? You got to believe you deserve to accomplish those reasons. You got to believe you're in a vehicle that can help you accomplish those reasons. You got to believe that you're working with somebody who can help you accomplish those reasons. And if you don't believe, you got to look in the mirror and ask yourself, why don't I believe? I had a girl the other day said, well, I don't believe that you can help me accomplish my reasons. I said, okay. But you got to ask yourself, why don't you believe? My track record speaks for itself. I have nothing to prove. I'm going to be successful whether you go after your goals and dreams or not. But see, sometimes our insecurities, we're not man or woman to say the business works, I don't. So we got to point the finger. We got to blame it on something. I don't believe you can help me. I don't believe the business works. It works for all those other people, but I don't believe it'll work for me. I don't believe this industry, the home business industry, is for me. I know it's created more millionaires than any other industry in the world, but I don't believe. You got to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. Be truthful. What else is there out there that's going to help you? Because if there's something else that was out there, you'd already be doing it. See, it's not rocket science, you guys. The numbers never lie. The numbers never lie. Statistics show 95% of the population, 95% of the population live paycheck to paycheck. Employees, self-employed people, traditional business owners, paycheck to paycheck. Right? Well, business owners and investors, they split up. They divvy up 90% of the bread. 90% of the money. They just splitting it. They sitting living lovely. Right? We enjoying it. So if you understand that, what you think you just magically came up on some information that 95% of the population don't got? You got to think about that for a second. You got to get out of your own feelings because people let their pride and their ego come into play. You don't know everything. My Lord and Savior is going to show me the way. Come on, man. It's not time to get religious on us right now, you guys. We're working towards something, and I have your best interest in mind. That's what you have to understand. When times get hard, when you get frustrated, it's easy to take it's easy to take the route to quit. It's easy to take the route to say, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna stop for a minute. I'm gonna take a break. But the person who wants it as bad as they want to breathe, and you hear that statement, but I want you to really imagine this for a moment, because I've been at the position where I've almost drowned. I was about 6 years old, and I was in a wave pool in Wisconsin Dells. And I seen the big kids, they started doing the tidal waves, right? And the big kids were outside their inner tubes, and they were just jumping through the tidal waves, right? And I was like, I can jump through the tidal waves. I've had swimming lessons. And what I didn't understand is that I wasn't trained. I didn't have the skill set. So I got out my inner tube, and I said I was going to jump through the wave. Poof, a wave hit me over my head. And I'm dazed and confused. I'm shook. I'm like, okay, I got my composure back. Boom, another wave hit me over the head, right? And some of you are thinking that you could get out the inner tube. We got the system. We got the safe zone, right? We got the team. Because the team is going to take care of you. The team is all about helping you grow. But you get out the inner tube, you think you can do it on your own. You think you know everything, right? And you getting hit over the head, boom, with waves. And eventually you're going to drown. And luckily, as I'm getting hit over the head, my arms are searching for the inner tube, and I finally find it. So I want to keep you from having to try to find the inner tube again. If you stay within the system, if you grow, you're going to reach the desired results. You're going to reach the more that you said that you wanted when you said you wanted to make the decision. The last pillar of the table is action. Right? You got to take action. And that's where a lot of people fail. They say they want more. They get in the system. They learn everything. They spend a lot of time in the library. I got to figure out exactly how to do it. But see, successful people take action. They learn along the way. They say, okay, this is how you do it. All right, I'm gone. They're implementing the action steps. And see, when you look at basic multiplication, not one, but 0 multiplied by anything is always going to equal 0. Right? This is your action. If your action is 0, if you multiply that by anything, you're always going to get nothing. And you got to look right now at your 2016. And if you're not happy with the results that you got in 2016, then somewhere in 2016, you got some zeros. Since you've been in your JMG Net Worth business, if you're not happy with the results that you got, if you've been in longer than a month and you're not superstar, then we got to make some changes. We got to hit the reset button and do some things over. Don't get in your feelings. Don't get down on yourself. Don't feel bad. It's not about feeling bad. I'm not chastising you. I'm not dissing you. I'm not talking about you. But I'm saying that if you're not at superstar, and what's superstar? Well, success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3. 1, you must make the decision that you want something more out of life. 2, you must gather 2 my financial worth customers, right? 2 my financial worth customers. And 3, you must help 3 people do the same. 3 people do the same. What's that? Make a decision and get qualified. That makes you a superstar. You do those 3 things, that makes you a superstar. Okay? So my goal is to help you get to superstar by the end of the month. By the end of the month, when 2017 officially starts, 2017 for me and the people I work with is starting right now. Right now. My goal is to help you get to superstar or even rock star by the end of the year, the calendar year. Well, Marquise, Christmas is coming up. Okay, so what? We're working on your future. Not superficial things where we got to give people a gift that they're going to forget about in the first quarter anyway. Not to get the warm and fuzzies because we gave somebody a gift. That's not what Christmas is about anyway. Yeah, give your gifts. Yeah, spend the time with your family. But I'm saying you got to think on a higher level. We're working on something long term. We're working on your future. We're working on helping you get out of the situation. We're helping you rewrite the story that's been written for the last 18 plus years, however old you are. We're working on creating a success story. And the success story is not going to be written with the same old habits, the same old ways, the same things that got you to where you are right now in your life. It's important that you understand that. You guys, it's important that you make the decision that, man, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm frustrated. Because until you get fed up, that moment that you get fed up, you say, you know what, I'm tired. See, when we're talking about wanting it as bad as you want to breathe, when those waves were hitting me, and I couldn't get my breath. The only thing I could think about was breathing. I wasn't thinking about no pretty girls. I wasn't thinking about my birthday that was in a couple days. I wasn't thinking about the next activity that I was going to do at Wisconsin Dells. I was thinking about breathing. I wanted to stay alive. And when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you're going to say, man, forget this. I'm going to make it happen. That's when it's going to happen. That's when it's going to click for you. And see, when I look at you, when I'm hard on you, when I'm pushing you, I see more than you. I see more than just the decision that you made that you want something more in life. What I see your kids. I see your spouse and your significant other. I see your future kids. I see your future spouses and significant others, girlfriends and boyfriends. I see your grandkids. I see a generation of people that you're going to touch that you don't even know that you're going to touch. See, it's not just about you. We're in the blessing distribution business, you guys. That's the important thing that you got to understand. You're going to touch somebody's life that you don't even imagine that you're going to touch their life. Yeah, I made $1 million doing this. But you got to understand, out of the thousands of people, out of the hundreds of people that I personally touched, and the thousands of people that I touched as a result of that, it's all because I had one cousin named Daryl that came to my graduation party and was mad enough to say, yo, I know you want some money for your graduation. I know you're looking for some bread, but yo, here's my business card. When you're ready to get into business, this is the best gift that I could give you. Call me. And even though I was pissed off, even though I was upset, if it wasn't for him, these thousands of people's lives may have never been changed. And what I want you to understand this Saturday morning, that you're somebody's Daryl. And somebody's praying for opportunity. They're hoping. They're looking. They don't know what else is out there. They don't know that it's a better way. And you may be the only answer to their prayers. But because you're dinking around on Facebook, because you're scared to call them, because you're worried about what they're going to think or what they're going to say, you're not picking up the phone and calling them. You're not sending the email, the social media post to say, hey, I found something that I've never seen before in my life, and you got to check this out. And I'm here to tell you right here, right now, today, that somebody's praying. Somebody's looking for you. And out of all the people you know, all the social media friends that you got, all the contacts in your book, in your contact book, everybody that you know, the 6 degrees of separation, the person you always see at the gas station, the grocery store, the person that you always pass at your job, there's 3 people who are looking for you right now. And it's a matter of how fast do you want to find your 3 people. See, that's what I want to end training talking to you about. 2 last things, you guys. Oh, yeah, one last thing. There's one more leg. There's one more pillar. And I don't know if you've ever had one of them chase lounges on your couch, right? Or you had that long couch, and obviously all couch has 4 legs. And I don't know if you ever had somebody big plop down on that thing, or if you've plopped down on that thing. I'm not talking about nobody's weight here, because I could do the same thing. But some couches have that middle leg for support. That middle leg for support. And that middle leg is urgency. It's urgency. Success like speed. If you ask any of us millionaires, if you could go back and do anything over, if you could go back and change anything, what would you change? We'll tell you, man, it's a numbers game. It's how fast can you go through the numbers? How fast can you talk to the people and find the people looking for you to get to your 3 people and then help them do the same thing? So we'll tell you we would do it faster. Urgency is the key. Success like speed, you guys. While you're sitting there, while you're thinking, oh, I'll get to it Friday. Oh, I got this going on. I got that going on. You got to look in the mirror and say, whatever this and that is, it may be important to you. It may be something impactful to your life, but is it helping you get to where you really want to be? Is it helping you take care of your dissatisfaction in your life right now? Sometimes we get caught up in habits. We get caught up in routine. And we feel like our routine is everything. But that's why Ball wrote the book Schedule for Success. And the first step that he talks about in the book Schedule for Success is you got to destroy your old schedule. You got to destroy it, because that's what's getting you to where you're not happy in your life right now. You got to destroy it and create a new schedule that has success on it. Because if success is not on your schedule, then there's no way for you to be successful. That's part of making the decision that you're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. That's an action step. Putting success on your schedule. Some of you are trying to fit it in. Yeah, I'll just fit my business in. And what happens is you get busy, certain things go off course, and you never fit your business in. You look at the end of the day, you start laying down like, man, I ain't do nothing for my business today. And if you schedule for success, you guys, if you follow our daily routine that we talked about, that's simple. 10 minutes right when you wake up. Meditate on your vision, where you see yourself, where you want to be in life, what you want to be known as, what you want to be remembered as, what you want people to feel like when you come in the room, what you want people to feel like when you roll up in that new whip, when you buy that new house. What's your vision for you, right? 15 to 30 minutes. Personal growth and development every single day. Every single day. We put the right foods in our body because we want to nourish our body and become a better, take care of our tempo. We read the word when we want to take care of our spirit man, right? To put the right things into our spirit man. We got to understand that you have to put the right things into your body into your mind, when it comes to business, when it comes to success. I love hip hop. I'm a b-boy. I'm an artist. I write. But I understand that music isn't going to give me the proper business perspective. It's not going to feed my mindset when it comes to helping other people become successful, when it comes to reaching my next level of success goals. And you got to start feeding yourself. You got to start growing. You got to start growing, because remember, if you could be successful, if you could reach your goals, if you could be a millionaire and be wealthy, being who you are right now, you'd already be there. So you got to first make the decision to change who you are, to grow and become a better you before your situation will change. And a lot of you want that microwave situation to change. A lot of you don't want to do the work on the front end, and you have to realize that the deposit is first, the withdrawal comes later. So personal growth and development every single day. And the next thing, you want to spend 60 minutes meeting new people. And we'll talk about when we're going to get into cold market recruiting a little bit more next week. But 2 people a day brings freedom my way. We want to meet 2 new people a day, you guys. Remember, this is another numbers game. We go through the numbers, it's going to happen. We go through the numbers, it's going to happen. We go through the numbers, it's going to happen. We go through the numbers, it's going to happen. So in closing, a lot of times we get a bottleneck in our system, right? Waiting for a sponsor in our upline. I want you to understand that you don't have to wait for your sponsor, your upline. I'm going to be emailing a basic script. The script is real simple, you guys. You don't got to be scared. You know, this is the most important thing that you have to understand. If you believe you found an opportunity to change your life, just be honest with people. Yo, John, I found an opportunity. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. I'm working with some people that are millionaires, some people who have a true vision of helping people become success, economic empowerment, eradicating poverty. You got to see this. It's all in your excitement. You got to see this. But you got to be excited. You got to be excited. You got to be excited about your future. Well, what is it, man? You got to tell me more. Is it one of those scams? And that's where people get caught up, because they get afraid. Nah, man, it ain't no scam. Why you trying to play me like that? I wouldn't join no scam. You know me better than that. But listen, I want you to see what I saw. I just got started. I don't want to mess it up for you. I don't even know how to begin to explain it. See, speak from the heart. I don't even know how to begin to explain it. All I know is I'm sick and tired of my situation, and I had to do something about it. All I know is I want to buy this new car, and what I was doing wasn't going to get me the new car. I wanted to buy this new house, and what I was doing wasn't going to get me the new house. I wanted to put the kids through school, and what I was doing wasn't going to put the kids through school. You got to be honest and speak from your heart. If the money were right and it fit into your schedule, are you open to taking a look at a way we can make some money together? Now, I want the sponsors and the uplines. I want you to listen to the first. I want you to listen to the first few calls. That's important. I want you to get with your sponsor and your upline and do some role playing. I don't want to just throw you into the fire, okay? Because we got a system. We want to tell you what to do, like I'm doing right now. I'm telling you what to do. Show. We want to get on the phone and we want to do some role playing, right? I want to show you the right way. I want to correct you and give you guidance just like a coach does. Try. I got to find another word. I don't like that word try, but I'm going to let you try it. I'm going to let you go and get on the phone. I'm going to listen to you. We sponsors and uplines, we're going to listen to you, talk to your friends, right? We're going to be your lifeline just in case they start jumping on you, because you're going to have some cruel friends that are going to be like, no, it's a scam. My Uncle Luke, he lost his house. And we're going to be there to protect you. We're going to be there to jump in. We're going to be that lifeline, okay, to protect you. So always know when you got your sponsor and your upline on the phone, they're there to help you, guide you, make the right decisions on the call, but they're also there to protect you. And then after a while, you're going to be able to do it on your own. And then help your new people do it as well. So we don't want the bottleneck. We don't want things to stop with people worrying about knowing the right things to do, worried about getting with a sponsor or upline who might be more busy than what you are. See, that's the beauty of this business. Everybody plugs into the ABCs to success. Why? Because it stops the bottleneck. You may know more than your sponsor or your upline, but you're plugging into the same information that they plugging into, so it doesn't limit you. The people who you bring in, they might know more than you, but you're not limiting them trying to train them because they're plugging into the same information that you're plugging into. So what happens, and what we want to happen, is boom. We're going 7 levels deep, right? right? 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729, 2187, right? When you get to this point, this is basically your superstar. Right? You're a superstar. You help these 3 people become superstar, then you become rock star. You become rock star. That's $150 a month. So outside of adjusting your W-4, outside of the cash flow management strategy where we're increasing your cash flow at your job, in the business income, you got 150 plus coming in every single month. You're in the black. You're in the black, and that's why action and urgency is so important, because we want this to happen in your first 30 days. We want this to happen in your first 30 days. And what are these 3 people? Now that these 3 people, when you become superstar, what are these 3 people going to want to do? The business drives itself. The system is self-inspiring, self-motivating, self-pushing. You don't got to convince nobody. If they see you're a superstar, what are they going to want to do? They're going to want to get the same recognition. They're going to get the same props. So you don't got to pull them to be a superstar. And if you do, then you replace them. That's the beautiful thing about it. I have a very strict rule. If somebody doesn't value their goals and dreams as much as I value my goals and dreams, then I replace them, because I don't need to be working with them. They're holding me back. They're holding me down. Now, let me make it really simple and plain. You're nobody's boss. You're nobody's daddy. This is a volunteer army. What replace them means you love them where they're at. Because maybe they're going through something. Maybe they don't see it just yet. Maybe they haven't got fed up. And maybe they don't want it as bad as they want to breathe. So you love them where they're at. You guide them. You still give them nuggets. You help them. But you got to go find some runners. You got to find some people who want to have that balanced table, those balanced pillars with that action, and that middle pillar with the urgency. Because you're working on something. You're working on your goals and dreams. You're inspired. You're dedicated. You're excited. You want it as bad as you want to breathe. And you got to find some like-minded individuals as well, you guys. So when you look at these 7 levels, these 3 people want to be superstar. That drives you to be rock star. And these 9 people, what are they going to want to do? They're going to want to be superstar as well. So when they create those people, they're going to be rock stars. They're going to want to be rock stars because they see you're rock stars. They're going to want to make the $150 a month as well, you guys. So when you look at these 7 levels, when you understand that right now we're building infrastructure. Right now it's only $20 to get into freaking business. I got friends, I got peers who are paying $1,000, $500, hundreds of dollars to get started in business. And they're blowing their businesses up. Why? Because they got action, they got urgency. They got those pillars in place. They got those legs in place on their table, and they're sturdy. They're sturdy. And that's why they're doing this quickly. So the question is, do you want this to happen in 7 days? You want it to happen in 7 weeks? You want it to happen in 7 months? Hell, do you want it to happen in 7 hours? Because it's totally up to you how bad you want it and your true desire in your life. That's what it really is up to. That's what it really matters. That's what it comes down to. So you got to make the decision today, right here on the 10th day of December, you guys. How do you want your 2017 to start? Because it starts right here, right now. The last thing I urge you to do is know your dates. Know your dates. The JMG Net Worth Week starts on Saturday. Why? Because Fridays is accounts payable. If Fridays is accounts payable, what does that mean? That means you got to get everything done by Friday. I recommend getting it done by Thursday. Because that way Friday, if you didn't get it done Thursday, you could kind of clean up anything that you didn't do on Thursday. Conference calls are Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We're about to be implementing some live meetings. Why are we doing these live trainings? Why? Because we're eventually going to be doing live trainings in person. And I want you to be able to dedicate yourself, commit your undivided attention to getting on training. Some of you got to work. You got to look at the replay. That's cool. But I'm starting to put you in a position. I'm starting to give you the nuggets to be successful. Because if you don't think and act like you're successful now, you'll never get there. If you don't do the things that successful people do now, you'll never get there. So it's important that you get there, you guys. We got the Super Sunday Freedom Call going on tomorrow night at 8:55 Eastern, 7:55 Central. Let's get all hands on deck. Give your name, where you're calling from, yell out Team Focus. I got a new presentation coming down the pipe, but here's the thing to understand. Yeah, we talked about Superstar, we talked about Rockstar. But right now, in building the infrastructure, it's $20 to get started in the business. When you get your 3 people, you get your $20 right back. So that's why weeks shouldn't even be an option. That's why months shouldn't even be an option. We need to be looking at getting your 3 people within a matter of hours. How bad do you want it? We need to look at getting your 3 people within a matter of days. The first 24 to 48 hours. How bad do you want it? Can't get a hold of your sponsor or your upline? How bad do you want it? That's why you got the 24-hour info line. That's why you got the focused marketing system. That's why you got the freedom calls. You got all the tools right there for you. We provided everything you need. So if your sponsor, your upline ain't kicking in, I don't care when you're watching this video. You might be watching this video in the next year, the next couple months, after the New Year's. I want you to understand that you have everything that you need to be successful. That's why we created the ABCs to success, so everybody can plug into 100% of the information. And it's important for you to understand that you are the best investment that you got. And baby, you were born to win. So play to win right now. Let's build this culture. Get on Facebook. Let's start building our community. Check your emails. Start connecting. Always click on the link in the email so that it registers that you check the email, you guys. Because I pay attention who's on training. I pay attention who checks the email. And I pay attention who's within our community. Because we are building a prosperity community. And we want our team to rock out. So I'll hear you all tomorrow night on the Super Sunday Freedom Call. Check your email for the schedule at a glance. Click on the links below if you need anything below. Leave a comment in the Facebook comments below. Let us know that you're here. Let us know the biggest nugget that you took away from training. You guys, I know you're on mobile. If you're on tablets, your video took over. But close it out. Go back. Leave a comment, you guys. We got some great things that are happening and launching in the new year. Let's position you for success so that you can take full advantage of it. I love you. I got your back. Peace. Okay, edit, trim, I get this thing uploaded.